Good morning, student. I hope you enjoy your national lockdown period. Enjoy with your parents, your grandparents, your brothers and sisters. But on the other hand, you miss your school, your beloved teachers, your friends, and above all, you miss your class. So in order to bridge the gap, we introduce e-learning. I hope you will learn something from this program. First of all, let me introduce today's topic. You look at the textbook chapter 3. The name of the topic is coordinate geometry. See, first of all, let us introduce the basic concept or terms related to this coordinate geometry. In a plane means in geometry you have learned plane geometry and solid geometry. In a plane geometry, the given figure has two dimensions. One is, this blackboard is also example of plane object. That is, this is the length, one dimension, and this is the breadth, one dimension, and having two dimensions. Your textbook, surface of your textbook also two-dimensional object, and the arc surface also a two-dimensional plane. We can locate any points or any object, position of any object in a plane surface, or we call it Cartesian plane, named after the French mathematician René Descartes. Here given two line, that is two line, that is one horizontal line and another vertical line. We call it two perpendicular line. We can locate any points on the Cartesian plane. Here, let us mark this as x positive, x negative, horizontal. This is the horizontal line, and y negative, y positive as a vertical line. These two vertical lines intersect at point. We point at this point, and this point is called point of origin, or we write here 0, 0. These two lines, perpendicular line, we call it x-axis, and y-axis intersect at point 0, and these two intersecting lines are called axes. And this line, two lines divided the given plane into four quadrants. This is the first quadrant, the second quadrant, third quadrant, and the fourth quadrant. And let us see what is the meaning of x-axis. X-axis means perpendicular distance. Suppose if I draw one line here, this is perpendicular to y-axis, y, and x-axis is defined as perpendicular distance from y-axis measure along this x-axis, and y-axis is defined as this line will be perpendicular to this line, perpendicular distance from x-axis measure along y-axis. Let me give one example. Here, let's suppose this point of origin is the location of our school, and your house is at this point, and when you measure it, it is 4 kilometers. Let us consider this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as this 1 unit as equal to 1 unit as equal to 1 kilometers. 1 kilometers. Your house is north of your school. Distance from your school to your house is 4 kilometers, and is east of 3 kilometers. Is east of 3 kilometers from your school. It means when you join these two lines, this is the point of intersection of x-axis and y-axis. And here we write the value of x-axis is 3, value of y-axis is 4. So this 3, 4 is the point of location of your house from the school. In this way, you can locate any object in a plane or in the surface of the earth or any two-dimensional plane using the concept of this coordinate geometry. And these two intersecting lines divide the plane, Cartesian plane, into 4 quadrants. This is called first quadrant, and second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. The sign of the point, the sign of the axis x and y, depend on the quadrant it lies. In the first quadrant it is positive, positive, plus, plus, and in second quadrant x negative, y positive, third quadrant x negative, y also negative, fourth quadrant x positive, y negative. Here the value of x will be plus, y will be minus, y will be plus, x will be plus in the first quadrant. Value of x will be minus and y will be plus in the second quadrant. Value of x will be minus, y will be minus in the third quadrant. Value of x will be plus, y will be minus in the second quadrant. Here, from the origin, the right from the origin, all the value of x will carry positive, and left from the origin, all the value of x will carry negative, this negative, and above the origin, the value of y will carry positive, this above the origin, plus and plus, and below the origin, the value of y will carry negative. That's why here negative and negative. We'll continue in the next session. Thank you.